So, about 3 years ago, I had this moment. I had an aha moment. And I mean, we all have aha moments, but then there's those certain ones that really make a shift for you. And something came to me, and that was that there's a lot of support out there for the early entrepreneur, the startup, right? I mean, you hear about it all the time. But do you all, you know, when you get mileage in your business, you've got traction, you've been in business for a while, you're more experienced, do you ever feel like the forgotten entrepreneur? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Right? Like, you work so hard to get here, and then it's like, all right, now what am I supposed to do? How do I get here? Right? And growing a business sometimes can feel like you're lost in a maze. There's so many decisions, so many options, and then you're up, you're down, you're spinning in circles, and sometimes you end up back where you started after all that work. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like Groundhog Day for the business owner. You know that feeling like, haven't we been here before? Didn't I have this lesson already? And it's like nirvana is like, it's over here, but you just can't quite get there. You know what I mean? You know that feeling? Like you're almost there, but you're not quite there. And see, there's this place that no one tells you about, right? And, in building 10 companies over the last 35 years, which I cannot believe that all this time has passed, and working with countless business owners, I recognize it every single time. From starting from scratch and scaling up, starting from scratch and scaling up, there is this place. And, no one talks about it. And it's kind of like a secret, actually. You don't even know you're there when you're there. It's this vast nowhere land, somewhere between entrepreneur and enterprise. It's kind of like the Twilight Zone. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? And so many business owners get stuck there, right? Because when you're trying to take that leap from entrepreneur to enterprise, which many of you are in that space, right? It's this big leap that you're taking. And some of you are already here. But the journey there, it kind of reminds me of the little engine that could. Remember the little engine that could? Like, you're okay on the flatlands. Like, you're cruising along. You got it covered. But then once you start climbing those hills in your business and it gets a little bit more treacherous, you're like, wait a minute, I need more horsepower. I need more direction. I need more support. I know we can. I know we can. I know we can, right? That's the conversation you're having with yourself. And then you get on the big rails and you're like, I need bigger wheels. I need a bigger engine, so I can keep up with the big trains on the journey. And it's just like that in business. Okay? Anyone ever feel like that? Right? See, what happens is that we're trying to take this big leap, but we're operating the same way we did when we started in the early days, and it doesn't work. Because if you're using the same management strategies, if you have your hands in everything and micromanaging everything, you all know who you are, right? Let's be honest. The same marketing strategies, the same mindset will keep you small. And we want to break you out of that. You know, it's like Alice in Wonderland when she was in the little house and then she got really big and was busting out at the seams. When you're growing your business, you can't do it in your little house with the same foundation. You need to expand to a bigger house. And that means operating differently. But see, we're human. I think we're human. Are we all human so far? And as humans, we do things out of habit. And we do what we've done and we do what we know. But see, that is not what's going to move us forward. Right? As business owners, when you want to scale, you have to be able to see the unseen. You have to create the momentum of what can be. Because the past is not going to move you into the future. The past is not going to move you forward. You've got to be able to let that go and create a new script moving forward. So how do we do this? How do we do this? Well, the first thing you do is you come to the CEO Success Network Retreat. That's what you do, right? And we've got to learn to upsize our strategies, our new team building practices, new marketing strategies, and you've got to break through the ceiling. Because everybody has an upper limit. I don't care if you are a billion-dollar business owner. There is something that's holding you back. So when we're getting to that next level, you have to be willing to break through. And once you break through, anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible.